it be like Davido don't so much fall in love with America. I think it is service the audience for them. Look at this. Davido will perform for the third time at the 21,000 capacity State Farm Arena in Atlanta on Thursday, November 20th, 2025, as part of his Five Alive tour. Towards his own birthday. He always do it for them there because he's an American citizen. So before we talk about that, we still get something from Cubana Chief Priest angle. It be like Cubana Chief Priest, it be like a lot of things actually they interesting about his own story. Guys, consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. I got a lot of interesting stories to actually share with you guys. I got a whole lot. Davido is now set in South Africa. I think it's going to be a great outing for Davido in South Africa. That is something we got to understand about the news flying around. And thank God, Bella has been actually found, secured. And that was really disturbing because a lot of people felt threatened. And then you got to understand that insecurity in this country, it did everywhere. Even the heart of Lekki, insecurity did. They go fit kidnapping, nothing go happen. That is something I got to understand about this kind of story right now. So let's talk about something really interesting about the Nigerian music industry. How a lot of people are really running a game in the music industry. We got a person of Omale actually coming out to say, you know what, they stole my ideas for my album, so all those kind of things. I got to delay my album with some few months as a result of this, and that is quite disturbing. And somehow a lot of people were like, pitch it against person of Rema, saying that Rema do these kind of things, and that is really, I don't know how they are squashing this behind, but I feel that there is a breach of trust if that thing really happened. Now let's look at Davido, Burna Boy, and Wizkid. These guys, they've actually contributed to Afrobeat and the improvement of Afrobeat. They took Afrobeat from a level where the likes of Two-Face, Dibia, The Bunch, and a lot of others left Afrobeat. They took it from that level and then to another level. That is something I got to understand about the whole thing. So yes, when a lot of people, we can't really discuss Afrobeat in Nigeria without talking about Burna, without talking about Wizkid, without talking about Davido. That is something I got to understand at this point right now. A person of Wizkid really pioneered a lot in Afrobeat. He came in before the likes of Davido, before the likes of Burna, actually doing a lot in Afrobeat with a lot of collaborations internationally. I think, based on some things I saw in the past, a person of Davido acknowledged that, Wizkid really inspired him. He acknowledged that at a particular interview, and a lot of people can really understand that. Guys, what can you say about this? I want you to put your own input in the comment section so that we get to understand and be on a page together. So those of you saying that Davido is more than this, more than that, I told you in one of my videos that every artist like Davido, Wizkid, and Burna Boy, they get their own different timing. That was something I told you guys. They have their own different timing. I told you guys about it. They have their own different timing. I told you something about it. So, when you talk about some particular period of Afrobeat, we got the likes of Whiskey doing most of the impact and the rest. At a particular period, we got the likes of Davido doing a lot of impacts. At a particular period, we got the likes of Burna Boy. Now, the question they are asking, because there was a recent rating of Burna Boy's, No Sign of Weakness album, and that album really got a lot of people, ranked off. That is something I believe, because a lot of people got disappointed based on the performances of that particular album. Now, ranking the album, some people said Burna Boy actually fell short of what was really expected of him. But I looked into the album, I got to understand that to an extent, Burna Boy actually did well. He tried to really infuse some things, and some things, really work. Because Burna Boy, when you check that song, last, now only me go chop breakfast and all those kind of things, you understand that Burna Boy used that particular song to beef, and that was a hit and a break in that album. So now he decided to beef with a particular track. But not only that, he injected a lot of beefs. Like he beefed the video for that. He beefed when they call this girl Sophia for that, and a lot of others. So what I realized about the album is that Burna Boy was like, I dey try dey prove say I be Burna Boy. When you are already Burna Boy, you don't need to be proving that you are Burna Boy. So you got to do something really unique. Either you are trying out new things just like Rema, or you are doing something like you used to do before, but another in another level. That was something I really expected from Burna Boy, and a lot of people can really understand that from a different point of view. And then when you talk about 2025 right now, the most successful Nigerian album, or one of the biggest Nigerian album, is that of Davido's five album. That is something you got to understand. When you talk about 2025, five album of Davido was really big, or is really big. That is something you guys need to understand about that. But some people go really argue based on this, this fan sentiment and all those kind of things. They will still argue about it, and they will still say a lot of things that are not aligning. Like I get somebody from my own comment section where they tell me, say, Burna Boy get money pass Adeleke. He say he get money pass Adeleke. Say Burna Boy even get money pass Tony Elumelu. So when you see some people talking like that, you know that these guys, people like say either one, go school, or get sense. So that is it. A lot of people, they don't use facts. So you can get 50 facts. You can't still beat with 50 facts. 1, 2, 3, go reach 50. You no go fit win argument with a foolish person. That is it. That is what I got to understand about this whole thing. So a lot of people are getting to understand it from that point of view. Now let's talk about Davido. Davido is really one fantastic artist, and this guy will be in US towards his own birthday. Is going to be like, celebrating with the Five Alive tour. That is something a lot of us got to understand about this. So Cubana Chief Priest, something actually happened, and some people are getting to also understand it. Helen Ati, who is always coming out to drag Cubana Chief Priest, say, Cubana Chief Priest, you give me belle, you can't run or see your baby and all those things. He don't really drop a song for Cubana Chief Priest. That song now, they really the trend on social media. So what are your own takes about it? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section. What are your own takes? Let's catch a brief of that song. What are your own takes? This one I don't want back down. It dey drag. You must hear me. You must do this. I must do this. So now, what is your own opinion? Before I dive off, finally, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. I love you guys. Keep supporting Afrobeat blog across social media platforms.